Hey everybody, Prepper Nurse 1 here. Today is Wednesday, August 12th, 2020. It's going to be another very hot day up here today. Kind of overcast a little bit, not bad, but quite a bit of sunshine. Got some clouds in the sky, but not terrible at all. So anyway, I want to remind everybody I will be live streaming tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. I am not sure what I'm going to do for a topic yet, but we will figure that out. And when I put that, notification up, you'll see it then. But I would ask you to please join me tonight at 8 p.m. for that, and we'll have a good discussion because we always end up having good discussions. Okay. So looking forward to that, and so. Anyway, I wanted to talk about really quickly today, thousands of customers in New York and Connecticut are still without power after more than a week after the storm rolls through. And so, that, I'll turn this so you can look at the chickens because they're entertaining. So, like I said, thousands of customers are still without power, and I know that people are like, what's going on? Why is it taking so long? I'm gonna tell you what. The line guys come from all over the country, dedicate their time, especially when there's a storm, to help restore the power as fast as they can. But if there's trees down on the lines and it's unsafe to do that, and they have, the trees have not been removed from the lines and all that type of stuff yet. I mean, that's not their fault. Those guys can only go so fast and they can only do so much. But a lot of people don't think about that. They're just like, automatically assume the power's always going to be there, and when it's not for any length of extended time, then all they do is complain, why isn't the power back on like immediately? And again, you have guys that are leaving their families back home and spending weeks and weeks down someplace else, wherever, be it in the Carolinas, be it in Georgia, be it in New York, Pennsylvania, Connecticut, all up and down the East Coast, when there's a major, hurricane or major storm comes through and knocks out the power and knocks down trees and everything else. So, that is definitely, people need to take that into consideration, because they're sacrificing, and don't get me wrong, I realize they're well compensated for doing that, but they're still away from their families, and they're doing the best they can for people to try to get people back up and online. So, but you're not hearing about it, of course, because it's not something that is broadcast over the news, and there's not a public outcry other than the people, of course, that still don't have power. So it's definitely something that people need to take into consideration, excuse me, and they need to think about. Okay, so yeah, it's I found it very interesting, and they're doing the best they can, and when they run into issues, man, look at the bugs are ridiculous. We'll go back here in the sun. Hopefully the bugs don't want to be in the sun. But no, they don't care, they're still here. But anyway, that's that's something that's going on a regular basis, and it's always going to happen. And what are you going to do? I mean, you have to, if you are going to be on the power grid, you're going to have those issues happen, and then you are at the mercy of the power grid. And that's what a lot of people don't get when, like when I say, that I'm off grid and I have my own system and stuff like that. And yeah, is there issues? Of course there's issues. But you work the issues out, you work the bugs out, and you get it figured out. But the thing is with that, that's immediate. If there's an issue, you try to get squared away immediately. You're not waiting on somebody else to take care of that problem for you while you sit back and complain. And I get, listen, if you have people that are having issues with health issues and they need power and stuff like that, I totally get that. But you also need to be thinking about those things ahead of time, when you're dealing with that type of a situation. So, something to think about, just putting that out there. And that's why, like I said, I like the independence of, having my own solar source and stuff like that. I want to hear your feedback. I mean, how long is it acceptable for people to wait? I mean, whose fault is it? Let's think about this, because it sure isn't the linemen. It's not their fault. They're doing the best that they can. But whose fault is it that the people still don't have power after a week? So, and when you're talking thousands of customers, you're talking about a lot more people, because if you average 3 people per home, and let's say it's 6,000 customers, let's just put that number out there, you're looking at least 18,000 people minimum that don't have any power. So, not a good thing, not a good thing at all. So I wanted to address something because, once again, and ignorance is bliss, of course, but that's okay. I fly the Confederate flag. I had somebody come up to me, or, well, not come up to me, but in the comments talking about, oh, the only people that fly the Confederate flag are racist and they hate black people and blah, 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 blah. And I said, and I replied to them. I told them that was one of the most ignorant comments that I had ever heard in my life, because that's like so ludicrous. It's the mantra of, what the propaganda machine is putting out there about the Confederate flag, right? So, then he comes back with some kind of, well, since the 50s and the 60s, and this is what the thing is. Again, it's the propaganda machine perpetuating what they want to do. There's a lot of pride in that flag, okay? A lot of people fly it for a lot of different reasons. I have very clearly stated why I fly the Confederate flag, and I'm not going to go over it again now. It has nothing to do with race at all. And, and realistically, if you don't like the fact that I fly that flag, that's your problem, realistically. I'm not trying to be a jerk, but I'm not going to have anybody dictate to me what I can or cannot do based on some theological, nonsensical crap that's being perpetuated in the media, that now all of a sudden this is now bad. Okay, you can't fly this because this is now bad, So it's gotten to a point of being ridiculous, but that's okay, And the thing is, if you are so offended and so butthurt because I fly the Confederate flag, then don't watch my channel. I mean, it's really, really simple. Go watch somebody else's channel, like I said, that has rainbows and unicorns and makes you happy in your safe place. If you have a closet that you need to go into to reflect if your feelings are hurt and have a little cry, knock yourself out. Oh my God, he won't take that flag down because I'm offended. Too bad. Grow up. Sorry, just getting on a little bit of a rant. It amazes me that, because they feel, if somebody feels a certain way because of whatever preconceived notions that they have, that is their business, and they can think whatever they want. So in that case, that I would encourage you not to fly the Confederate flag if that offends you. But don't tell me what I can do or cannot do because you're offended by something. It's not going to happen, and I'm not taking it down. So that's how that goes. The culture that we are living in now is like gotten to a point of so ridiculous with the cancel culture, the I'm offended culture. Heaven forbid that you say an off-color joke. Oh my God, I was so offended. Well, you know what? Grow up. Grow up. That's what I'm going to tell a lot of you out there. Just grow up. It has gotten ridiculous. I'm going to tell you, and I've said this before, and I will say it again. I will never be politically correct. I never have been politically correct. And I'm not going to change who I am or the way that I am because you're so sensitive that you can't handle the somebody thinking or saying something different that is not along with the mantra that is being perpetuated in the news media. Because basically they're telling people what to be offended about. I hope you realize that. I mean, it's like anybody with half a brain can kind of figure that out, that we're being manipulated and dictated to. We're being told how to feel. It's insanity, complete and utter insanity. But good times for sure. So anyway, I wanted to address that just because I thought that was like so ridiculous of this person, but that's okay. Like I said, and they think that they're being so intelligent, with this data. well, the data says that this is this. You know, I could care less what you feel, whatever way you want to feel. So, anyhow, so that's that. The chickens are doing well. I got 2 different piles of greens in there for them to pick through this morning, and so they're working on that. But it's going to be another hot day up here. I think I'm going to probably do a little bit of stonework today. We're going to see how that goes. I have some things that I want to take care of, obviously, and so I need to get on that. But it's just like I said, it's been like so ridiculously hot. But we'll get there. So anyway, guys, listen. Join me tonight, 8 p.m. I'm sure we'll have a good talk, whatever the topic is I decide that we're going to chat about. Not that we ever stay on topic for long, because then it goes off the rails and we have all kinds of questions about other things. And usually, I'm going to tell you what, it's like the questions that we've been getting, good questions, good feedback. People are, you know, we're having a good time with it. And it's really been educational, I think, for everybody, you know, and I think that's a good thing, and that's how it should be. But I hope everybody is doing well. I hope your day is going well. It's already Wednesday, which is amazing. But anyway, remember, guys, we are all in this together. That is important to remember. I think a lot of people lose sight of that. They lose sight of the fact that we are one race, one called the human race. They lose sight of that as well. Also remember, guys, to hug and kiss the ones you love. Tell them every single day. Tomorrow is not guaranteed. We never know what's going to happen in life, so it's really important that we tell the people that we care about every day how we feel. Also remember STD. It's one step at a time, one thing at a time, and one day at a time. Whatever you are trying to do, whatever you are trying to accomplish, you can do it. The only person that's going to stop you from reaching those goals is you. That's it. Nobody else can stop you, okay? If you stay positive and stay away from the negativity, you're going to be fine. Just, you know, continue to work towards what you need to work towards, okay? So I will see you all tonight at 8 p.m. I hope everybody, like I said, I hope you guys are doing well. I will talk to you all later. Prepper Nurse 1, out for now.